Human beings come up with the craziest excuses. I don't get how we get this far. Like, we all care about each other. We really do. We get stuck in those moments where we care about our desires more than others, but we truly do care about each other. And that's the craziest thing for me, because we don't act like it. We don't act like it. And it literally takes 2-3 encounters of a bad person, i.e. someone who's had a hard life and doesn't really understand how their life and their attitude and their ego and their perspective and their experiences is impacting those around them. Don't get me wrong, there are bad people, but majority of the time when we use the term bad, that's just it really just means I don't like you. Like, let's be honest about this conversation. Most bad people didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They turned into a bad person. And because of that, you don't like them. Guess what? You don't have to. And you shouldn't want to. We are all put on this earth to be different, to be unique, to be ourselves. And all I see around me is a bunch of people pointing fingers saying, when so-and-so does this, I'll do this and I'll do that. And no, you won't. When so-and-so stops being a bad person, when so-and-so can take accountability, when so-and-so can do this, that's when I'll believe that there's good people in the world. That's when I won't see so many bad people. And no, you don't say these things out loud. And they don't really come off or come out that way. And currently I don't have any examples to give you. But what I do know is that it doesn't have to be that way, and you can change. And when you change, we change, because you become a part of the change. I got back from vacation and was bombarded with what is going on with the world, with the U.S. in particular. And don't get me wrong, I was reminded of racism every single day of that trip. I was not reminded of the chaos that ensues on U.S. soil every single day. Which means people who don't look like me don't even realize how bad it is every single day. And for me, it's a struggle, because I'm being informed that if I talk about it too much and we progress things too quickly, that people who don't look like me will get upset, will be uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable every day in my own skin from doing the simplest thing. Like, I'm literally getting ready to go to the grocery store, and the one thing that's on my mind is like, I don't want to get pulled over because I don't want to deal with this bull. I live that same fear inside of my house, because Breonna Taylor's case meant I could be sleeping in my house, minding my business, and out of nowhere, my life could end. And that risk doesn't apply to every human being on this earth. Let me make that abundantly clear. That risk doesn't apply to everyone on that earth. It doesn't. On earth. I don't know what I said earlier. I feel like I said something different. Anywho, my point is, Because of this, I fear for my life. Do I continue living? Yes. Do I consider it living? No. I consider it surviving. What all of us have to do, what all of us has had to do for the years we've been on this earth. And all I hear is like how money is the root of all evil. No shit. Like, we all know this, right? We're all aware that money drives the world, and it shouldn't. Our happiness, our mentality, our love, our peace, the things that we were brought into this world with without a dime to our name, is what we should be focused on. And yet, that's not the case. And I'm being forced, just like everybody else, to keep living. And I can't do that anymore. I can't just sit on the sidelines and wait and hope and cross my fingers that everything's going to turn out fine. I can't sit and hope that all these people who are preparing for the worst situation to happen is equally putting in the amount of work to make sure that it doesn't happen. Honestly, a lot of people don't even know what that looks like. So here I am trying to figure out, how do I help other people? And how do I do that and maintain my own goals and dreams and aspirations? Because I want to start my own company. I mean, I've started it, but it's not where I want it to be. So I continue to think like, I want to start it. Human things, I guess. But my point is that we all have dreams and we all have aspirations. And if you could understand that there's enough space in this world, there's enough resources in this world, then you wouldn't be so focused on, well, if I have to share, you're just going to take away from mine. That's not the mentality to have. There's plenty of people on this planet doing things in the same area that you do things and still succeeding. And when you start, or wherever you are in your journey, if you continue, you can continue in a successful manner. It's very possible. You have to believe it. And today, I truly had a moment where I felt like we would never get there. You know, I was hearing the comments of the people that I work with, and it really had gotten to me. It really had bothered me. But now I'm just like, I'm going to keep trying anyways. I mean, at this point in time, what will it hurt? Nothing. One thing I do want to admit, though, we all are hurting. And hurt people hurt people. So the next time you're thinking about, oh, they're a bad person, consider thinking of them as being a hurt person. Because the way that we find this happiness and this peace and change is by understanding that we're all going through something and remembering it when we're all going through something or when we see other people going through something. Right now, I can't even get Instagram to upload my content. Don't have the slightest clue as to what that's about. Right now, I haven't been consistent with my TikToks. Right now, I don't even know exactly what kind of content on TikTok I want to make. I will figure it out. But I know that currently, today, I can do it happily and I can do it with peace. And even though I am struggling with it all day today, and I'm sure I will have a lapse of judgment again, and I will have to figure out how to gain the strength to not give up, to believe, to change the world, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do it. And you can too. And it starts with you. It starts with you. If you want to change the world, then it starts with you. If you want to be inclusive, if you want to be included, I saw that today. Inclusive starts with I. That was what I learned today. I knew it. And I mean, it's obvious. But the work itself, it starts with I. And I'm doing good work for myself. I'm doing healthy work for myself. And I'm trying to hurt myself less because I want other people to stop hurting. So, good luck with that. I love you. I believe in you. Have a happy day, or at least try, or at least don't give up, or at least know that tomorrow will come, and just take it one day at a time. And if you weren't happy today, you can figure out how to be happy tomorrow. As always, go defund the police. Thank you.